Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today, I am here with Olivia, and today we are going to talk about how to stop saying I don't know and use more natural English phrases instead.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Olivia, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling great, thank you. And you, Alex?
I am feeling very good today. Thank you for asking. I am excited about today's topic.
Yes, me too. I think this topic is very useful for English learners.
I agree. Many beginners use the same phrase again and again.
Yes, they say I don't know all the time.
That is very normal, but today we want to help you sound more natural.
Yes, we want to give you better options, more interesting phrases.
Exactly. Native speakers do not always say I don't know.
They have many other ways to say the same thing.
And today we will teach you 5 of those phrases.
5 very useful phrases, easy to remember and easy to use.
So, let's get started. Are you ready, Olivia?
I am ready. Let's go.
Okay, so first, let me ask you something, Olivia. Do you remember when you were learning English? Did you say I don't know a lot?
Oh, yes. All the time. Every day.
Me too. It was my favorite phrase.
It is a very easy phrase to learn, so beginners use it very often.
That is true. I don't know is correct English. It is not wrong.
Yes, it is perfectly correct.
But if you say it too many times, it sounds a little repetitive.
Yes, native speakers mix it up. They use different phrases.
So today we want to show you how to do the same thing.
Great! Let's start with the first phrase.
Introducing, the first phrase is, I'm not sure.
Oh, I love this one. It is so simple.
Yes, I'm not sure means almost the same thing as I don't know.
But it sounds a little softer, a little more polite.
Exactly. For example, someone asks you, what time does the shop close? And you say, I'm not sure.
That sounds very natural.
Yes, much better than just I don't know.
Can we say, I'm not sure about that?
Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure about that is also very common.
So we have 2 small variations already.
That is right. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure about that.
Both are easy. Both are natural. I like it.
Good. Now let's talk about the second phrase.
Okay, I am listening.
Introducing, the second phrase is, I have no idea.
Oh, wow. This one is very popular.
Yes, native speakers use this one a lot.
It is a little stronger than I don't know.
Yes, good point. I have no idea means you really do not know. You are completely unsure.
For example, someone asks, why is the sky blue? And you say, I have no idea.
Yes, perfect example. You can also add honestly to make it sound more natural.
Oh, like, honestly, I have no idea.
Exactly. That sounds very native.
I like that. Very easy to add one word, and it sounds much better.
Yes, small words make a big difference in English.
That is a good tip. Remember that, everyone.
Now, let's pause for a moment and talk about these phrases more carefully.
Good idea. Let's look at the grammar too.
Yes, so I'm not sure. The word I'm is a contraction. It means I am.
Teaching, a contraction is when we join 2 words together and make them shorter.
That is right. I am becomes I'm. Native speakers use contractions all the time.
Clarifying. If you say, I am not sure, that is also correct. But I'm not sure sounds more natural in speaking.
Exactly. In conversation, we use contractions. In writing, we sometimes write the full form.
That is a very helpful grammar tip.
Now, let's look at I have no idea. The word idea, how do you pronounce it?
It is idea. 3 syllables.
Good. I-D. Ah. Let's say it slowly together. I-D-ah.
I-D-A. Idea.
Perfect. Now let's move to the third phrase.
Yes, what is the third one?
Introducing the third phrase is, that's a good question.
I love this phrase. It is so useful.
Yes, this phrase is very clever. You are not saying you don't know. You are saying the question is interesting.
And it gives you a little more time to think.
Exactly. For example, a teacher asks you something difficult. You say, that's a good question, and then you think for a moment.
Brilliant. It makes you sound confident, even when you are not sure.
Yes, and it is very polite. The other person feels happy because you said their question is good.
That is true. Everyone likes to hear that their question is good.
So this phrase is useful in many situations, in school, at work, in daily life.
Honestly, I use this phrase a lot in real life.
Me too. It is one of my favorites.
Let's say it together. That's a good question.
That's a good question. That's is also a contraction. That is becomes that's.
Good reminder. Contractions again.
Yes, English loves contractions in speaking.
Okay, what is the fourth phrase?
Introducing the fourth phrase is, let me think about that.
Oh, this one is very honest and natural.
Yes, you are telling the person, I need a moment. I am thinking.
It is polite. It shows you are taking the question seriously.
Exactly. For example, someone asks you, what is your favorite memory from childhood? You say, let me think about that.
That sounds very natural, very human.
Yes, and you can also say, let me think, with a small pause. Just those 3 words.
Let me think. Yes, I have heard native speakers say that many times.
It is very common, very relaxed and natural.
Can we also say, give me a moment to think?
Yes, absolutely. That is another good option. A little more formal, but still natural.
So we are collecting many phrases today.
Yes, you are building your vocabulary right now.
I love it. Learning without even noticing.
That is the best way to learn English.
What about you, everyone? Do you use any of these phrases already? Write your answer in the comments below. We would love to read them.
Yes, please tell us which phrase is your favorite so far. Okay, now let's talk about the 5th and final phrase.
Oh, I am excited. What is it?
Introducing, the 5th phrase is, I'm not 100% sure, but...
Oh, this is a longer one.
Yes, it is a little longer, but very useful. You use it when you think you know the answer, but you are not completely certain.
So you are sharing your guess, but you are being honest too.
Exactly. For example, someone asks, what time does the train leave? And you say, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it leaves at 7.
That is great. You are giving information and being careful at the same time.
Yes, this phrase shows that you are honest. You are not pretending to know everything.
And native speakers appreciate that.
Very much. Nobody knows everything. It is okay to say you are not sure.
That is a good life lesson, not just an English lesson.
I agree. Okay, so let's review all 5 phrases now.
Great idea. Let's go through them one by one.
Number 1, I'm not sure.
Number 2, I have no idea.
Number 3, that's a good question.
Summarizing? Number 4, let me think about that.
And number 5, I'm not 100% sure, but...
5 beautiful phrases, all very natural, all very easy.
And all much better than saying, I don't know every time.
Yes, mix them up. Use different ones in different situations.
That is the key. Variety makes your English sound more natural and more interesting. Now I want to ask you something, everyone.
Yes, we have a question for you.
Think about your daily life. Which situation do you find most difficult in English?
Is it when someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer?
Or is it when you want to speak,
but you feel nervous.
Please write your answer in the comments. We read every comment.
And if this episode is helping you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.
It really helps us make more free English content for you.
We are very grateful for your support. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's continue. I want to talk a little more about using these phrases in real conversations.
Good idea. Let's do a short practice conversation.
I will ask you some questions, Alex, and you use one of the 5 phrases, okay?
Okay, I am ready.
First question, what is the population of the moon?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Perfect. 2 phrases in one answer.
Yes, you can combine them sometimes.
Next question. What will the weather be like tomorrow?
Let me think about that. I'm not sure, but I think it will be sunny.
Excellent. Very natural. Very confident.
Thank you. See, it is not so difficult.
No, it is easy once you practice.
And that is the key word, practice. You must practice every day.
Even 5 minutes a day is very helpful.
Yes, little by little, your English will get better and better.
I believe that. I learned English slowly but surely.
Me too. It takes time, but every step is progress.
Beautiful words, Alex.
Thank you, Olivia. Okay, everyone, we are coming to the end of today's episode.
Yes, the time goes so fast when we are having a good conversation.
It really does. Today was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed our conversation today very much.
Summarizing, let's do a final review. Today we learned 5 phrases to use instead of I don't know.
Reviewing. Number 1, I'm not sure.
Reviewing. Number 2, I have no idea.
Reviewing. Number 3, that's a good question.
Reviewing. Number 4. Let me think about that.
And number 5, I'm not 100% sure, but...
Please try to use one of these phrases today. Just one. Start small.
Yes, use it with a friend, a family member, or even practice alone at home.
Every time you practice, you are getting better. Remember that.
We believe in you. You can do it.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to today's episode.
It was a pleasure to be here with you all.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
And leave us a comment. Tell us what topic you want us to talk about next.
We will see you in the next episode very soon.
See you in the next episode. Keep practicing your English every day.
Goodbye, everyone.